am inside my kitchen because I'm going to be fixing myself some breakfast and getting ready for work. But I just wanted to, first let me say this. I'm Shanika McClarty, licensed therapist. And, yesterday, welcome to my scope. Welcome to my scope. If you are joining me, welcome to the scope. And thank you for joining. Hi, thank you for joining. So, yesterday, I sat down and I watched Sisterhood of Hip Hops. I watched the marathon, so I watched the first season. And I normally don't watch reality TV, but let me tell you, I'm glad I did because I learned something yesterday. But I want to share with you 4 things that Naima Supreme did right. And actually, she was my favorite. I didn't watch the new season. Thank you for joining. But Naima, at the very end, I felt like, oh my God, she's my favorite one. And you know, for those of you who don't know, I'm a licensed therapist. I help people recognize, reclaim, and use their personal power. And so this scope is about 4 things that Naima did right. And I always talk to my clients about being emotionally naked and unashamed because I think that's so powerful for us to do in life, to be emotionally naked and unashamed. So, and thank you for the hearts. But let me tell you about Naima. This girl had a lot of personal growth. This is one of the things, and I wrote this down. I got my notes. She recognized her pain, and she allowed it to push her to her purpose. So what do I mean by that? This young girl had been carrying around a lot of pain from her childhood, you know, related to her relationship with her mom. And she recognized how that had been affecting her relationships with her friends, with people in her workplace, just in general. So the first thing you have to do that you can learn from Naima is you have to recognize if you have some pain, if you have any issues, you first got to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, something might be wrong here. This might be affecting me. Thank you for joining. The second thing that Naima did right was she talked to someone about it. All right, thank you, Mr. Handsome. Naima talked to someone. She opened up. That is what we have to do. Like, you can't be all that strong, powerful person if you're not going to open up, talk to someone, be emotionally naked and unashamed, and get some help. And that is what Naima did. I mean, that's personal growth. Just that step that she took to say, yes, I need to talk to somebody, that was her standing in her truth and being emotionally naked and unashamed. All right? That is what we can learn from her. Number 3, she exposed her emotions. Most of us feel like for us to open up to people that we're being weak and vulnerable. But no, we're not. That's the most powerful thing that we can do when we can expose ourselves emotionally to someone and not be ashamed about it. Thank you for joining. Thank you. And not be ashamed about it. That is what Naima Supreme did. All right? And not only this, listen, she made her mess her message. Like all that stuff that she was carrying around, and she was shutting down to people and not letting someone get close to her because she didn't want to get hurt. She took that and she made that mess her history, her message. And not only did she do that, guess what? She took her music to the next level. When she recognized that, she put it in her music. That became the message that she shared to her fans, her story. And guess what? In turn, she helped so many young girls, so many young women who were feeling the same way that she was feeling, going through the same things that she was going through. By her being on that show, Sisterhood of Hip Hops, she was walking in her truth and she was saying, look at me. You don't have to live this way. You can change your life just by acknowledging that, 1, I've been carrying around some pain. that's been weighing me down, and 2, allowing that pain to propel you into your purpose. That is what Naima did. That's why she became my favorite, because I could not stop watching that show. I watched the marathon. I could not stop watching because I wanted to see just how far she was going to go, just how far she was going to let her pain push her. And guess what? It pushed her right into some phenomenal music, some phenomenal lyrics. Thank you for joining. But hold up. This is what she did. I read, and then after I watched, I said, let me go see what she's doing. You know, I see that she's not coming back on the show. And I saw that she had posted on her Facebook page why she wasn't returning. Because she was like, you know, they asked her, do you have drama going on in you? Hello, do you have drama in your life? What's going on? And she was like, you know, it was no drama. You know, I'm just doing me. So she didn't return to the show. But get this. When you have a decision to make, you only have 2 choices. That's fear or faith. When people make decisions out of fear, they start going back to the things that they should not go back to. The things that are toxic in their lives, they go back to that out of fear. If you have a fear of failure, you will never push yourself to do the things that you need to do to succeed and go to the next level. Because I'm all about pushing my clients to the next level. Let me tell you what Naima did. You're right. You know, I've done that before. Yes. Hey, Miss Mo 29. Hey. But listen to this. You only have 2 decisions, 2 choices when you make a decision. That's fear or faith. So if Naima had made her choice out of fear, she would have returned to Sisterhood of Hip Hop. But she was being true to herself, and she said, no, you know what? I don't have any drama in my life, and I'm not going to make up any drama in my life just to be on TV. Because guess what? She's living her reality every day. She doesn't need to be on TV to walk in her truth and expose her gifts. Because that is exactly what we have to do in our life. Walk in our truth, expose our gifts, and be naked and unashamed emotionally. Stop covering up with all these layers. That's why I am so proud of Naima. Okay? Because she made a decision out of faith. And I'm not talking about religious faith. I'm talking about courage and confidence, assertiveness, and really her self-worth and knowing what she was, how valuable she is, her worth. So she said, I'm not going to compromise myself. I'm not going to do self-compromises just to have fame and notoriety on a TV show. So that's why I lift you up, Naima, because you didn't have to succumb to popularity and say, oh yes, I'm going to return to the show just so I can have a check and just so I can be popular and just so people can like me. Girlfriend, you were naked and unashamed, and you stood in your truth, and you recognized your worth, and you recognized, reclaim, and you use your personal power. And that is why I honor you today. One more thing. As a result of Naima doing this, she shared her story, which in turn will help so many people. And Girlfriend has a clothing line. So if you all don't know, because I'm just late on this whole thing, you know, like learning about all this Sisterhood of Hip Hop, she has her own clothing line, so support her. She's recording the type of music that she wants to do. That's living free, y'all. Free. And that is why we're here. Your gifts are not yours. You're supposed to share them with the world. And that is what Naima Supreme is doing. So, will I watch Sisterhood of Hip Hop's? Probably not. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but I'm glad that I did watch the marathon because I fell in love with her. I fell in love with her. So people like her, that was her purpose for that moment to be on that show so that you can learn from her. And I am so proud of her. So, so proud of her. This is what you should do today. Hi, thank you for joining. This is what I want you to do today. I don't want you to compromise yourself anymore. Whatever and whoever you're holding on to that is toxic and unhealthy, you need to cut them loose, let them go, because you can't go wherever you headed. You can't take them with you. Okay? You cannot take them with you. They're just some people you can't take with you. All right? So in order for you to go to the next level in your business, in your music, writing that book, in your education, if you're in school, no matter what, there are some friends and some people you can't take with you, and you got to let them go. All right? You got to go to the next level. 2, if you holding on to some stuff way from the past, your history, you can make your history your story. Just like she did. You can make that your story to where you share that to people and you serve the world with your journey. Okay? And my last point for you is this. When you have a decision to make, you got 2 choices. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's no in between fear or faith. You got to figure out if you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. You just got to jump. And this is what I say. Failure is not an option for me. Failure is not in my DNA. That ain't how I don't roll like that. I do not look at failure and say I'm fearful and I'm scared. I learned from failing. I've already failed multiple times, so what? What else you got? Today is the day that you push through, okay? You push through whatever obstacle you're facing today. You just got to push. Because guess what? That's the only option you have. That's just the only option you have. If you want to go to the next level, that's all you got. Fear or faith. And I'm just foolish enough to jump. I'm just foolish enough to jump. So listen, thank you for joining. If you're just joining, you can listen to the replay. If you like what you've heard, thank you. Thank you for, yes, sir, good insights. If you like what you've heard, just tap that little man in the very, very lower right-hand corner and give me some hearts. Or you can share this scope with your family, friends, and the co-workers that you like, okay? Because I know we don't like everybody. So listen, I'm about to head out. I'm about to cook myself some breakfast. Yes, ma'am. Good morning from Miami. Hello, good morning. Guess what? 2G. I'm about to be out. Okay? But listen to the replay because, listen, I'm just trying to bless so many people because I'm telling you, Naima Supreme, I'm just so proud of her. Yes, you're from Jackson. I'm from Jackson, Alabama. What? Hey, you're going to have to hit me up on the email, okay, Miss Mo29? 2G, follow me. Okay, thank you for joining, everybody. Listen, have a great day. Thank you, 2G. You have a great day, too. You have a blessed day. And listen, you make some positive things happen today, okay? That's what I want you to do, make some positive things happen. So I'm getting ready to cook myself some breakfast and head on out and bless some people today. And I want you to do the same thing. So listen to the replay, okay, guys? I am so proud. Once again, I am so damn proud of Naima Supreme for standing in her truth and just living her life on purpose and being emotionally naked and unashamed. That is how we're supposed to show up in life. Thank you, guys, and I'll see y'all next week. Hop back on Scope with me next week, okay? Hey, from Moscow. Hey, I'm got peace.